Well, hello there to my Aquarius. This is Queen Amura coming to you with your general reading, Aquarius. Happy Friday to each and every one of you all. This reading is for Friday, November 7th through, I had to make sure I had to grab the right cards here for you all. Friday, November 7th through the 14th. We are still in full moon phase. Okay, we are still in the full moon phase. This is actually going to be a bonus video for you all. I have a pre-recorded video that's going to go up. My calendar is open for readings, and I kind of paused when I said that because you're gonna have to text me. So I am open for readings again for personal readings, and the way I'm doing it, and because I didn't have it set up, I was trying to on, and I don't want to let this kind of sort of overshadow your reading. I want to kind of get into this. Really want to get into it. I want to get into it. Don't want this to overshadow the readings. But my calendar is open, but you're going to have to text me because I was trying to I was trying to make it a donation button instead, right? So trying to adjust just for the economy, like where the economy is right now. So in case you want to get a reading, just trying to adjust it so for donation, so that you all can make a donation instead of to make it affordable for everybody. So let's get into it. So if you want to schedule a reading, you're going to have to send me a text message 202-460-3205 until the end of the year. Let's just do that until the end of the year, because I may have to find a new scheduling tool. Where I can just do donations. So let's do that. So if you hear other readings saying that I'm not doing readings for the rest of the year, just send me a text message. Okay? All right, I'll try to update the rest of the readings as well. But anyway, happy Friday. This may be an extra reading for you all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I see these readings video popped out. Okay. Current situation here. Talking. There are voices. There are lips moving. Okay. So 3 of Cups here. So a challenge here could be the Empress card. You're growing your abundance and your prosperity. Okay. So several things that are happening here. Mercury is currently retrograde. Mercury is the communication planet. This is going to be really important for you all to know. Okay, really important. This is for everybody. Mercury is pre-shadow retrograde. Mercury is the communication and messenger planet. You'll hear Mercury being called the messenger planet, right? So it's how we learn, how we send out and how we receive messages, right? And I try, as much as I try to keep people updated on my channel, I'm still, like somebody put a comment under people are still putting comments under my channel, even though I said, okay, I'm about personal reading. Somebody still put a comment under my video about my calendar being closed off. I'm talking about it right now. I try to update people as much as possible in my videos. I try to put it on in writing and platforms. I try to, sometimes people hear it, sometimes people don't. Some people just go right to the calendar, I understand, but I try to update. That's why also set your notifications to all of those things, right? Because I really don't want you all to miss out on anything. I do a lot of giveaways, and this really is trying to help, with the collective community and also the economy as well. Like, just doing my little part here too with people who want to get readings as well. The calendar is going to show closed down just because I don't think that particular tool has a button for just donations. I haven't seen it. I'm just looking through I just didn't see it. So I may have to go with a different tool. So you may have to just reach out to me just personally. Just send me a text message. You can get on my personal calendar and I can manually schedule it. Just convert whatever time you're in to Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time you send me, make sure it's converted to Eastern Standard Time. But currently the situation is this. Situation presently is people are talking, right? There are lips moving. People are talking about growing their abundance and prosperity, or you growing your abundance and your prosperity, how you're growing your abundance and your prosperity, right? And you are growing your abundance and your prosperity. But here's the thing with Mercury being the messenger planet, make sure you are keeping people informed. Both of your ruling planets, Saturn and also Uranus, are retrograde, right? So make sure you're keeping people informed. Please, please, please. You all are incredibly smart signs, but you can also, is a fixed sign, you can also live in your head a lot. So make sure you're keeping people that you love, of course, informed, especially if you have a platform. If you have a platform. So I'm going to say it one more time before we dive into it. If you're trying to schedule a reading with me, send me a text message. My information will be in the description, 202-460-3205. If you're reaching out to me via WhatsApp, it's country code +1. Okay, country code +1. So the challenge here is this. Things are being done behind your back. You know, people are talking about what's happening behind your back, right? And people are talking about you behind your back, possibly being bullied. People are saying that you were bullied to kind of sort of stop something. That's not stopping anything. Somebody has a moon sign in Taurus, and somebody is saying somebody bullied you out of something. That's not stopping. Yeah, that's not stopping anything for you. Yeah, something recently, that's not stopping anything from you. Yeah, here we have the Temperance card. Yeah, so that should not stop anything for you, right? So yeah, if you have to put some things on pause for a minute, yeah, nobody's stopping you from doing anything. Certainly not bullying. You're an adult. Bullies are cowards. Excuse me. And certainly somebody should not be able to bully you. But somebody has a moon, and I know that because of this. A moon in Taurus here. And so you're the Hierophant and the High Priestess. This is you right here. And you have resolved something within yourself. So some people were talking about possibly someone's sexuality or something like that. And keeping you away from something. But you know what's interesting here too, what people are really learning is that within families, within organizations, within families, the reason why people are talking and the reason why people are leaving certain communities is because within every community, there are different types of people within every community, right? And people are actually leaving certain communities because of the bullying, because they may feel like their family members are being bullied, right? So yeah, one monkey doesn't stop a show. Yeah, and that's not meant to, that's a term that's not meant to be derogatory towards any group of people, you know, flying monkeys, whatever. I know the Wizard of Oz. No energy is going to stop a show. Nothing is going to stop anything nothing should stop you from whatever your calling is. Third house, Gemini rules third house. We're not talking about a Gemini, right? We're talking about anybody that's close to you, anybody that's like within a short distance from you. Somebody was bullied in an organization, by a Hierophant and a High Priestess. It could have been a couple, possibly about someone's sexuality, maybe theirs or yours, or keeping you apart from something, or whatever case may be, only to find out, guess what? Look, it's mirroring something in their own family. It's interesting. What's interesting is, and that's what people are now looking at. People are looking at them like, okay, this is like the pot calling the kettle black. How are you going to talk about somebody got something going on in their family when the same thing is going on in yours? Like, you can't bully somebody when something has been brought to light. That's what the Empress card is. It's like a secret that people were trying to keep in the dark has been brought to light. That's why you all can't put too much energy into people trying to bully you out of something, because bullies, like I said, are cowards. And something usually is exposed within their family, because now people are talking like, okay, oh, they got the same stuff going on in their family, but they're out here bullying other people. So it's humbling. A lot of people are being humbled about the very same thing that they tried to humble you about. Now they're being humbled and being set down. See how these three people are sitting down? People are being set down and being humbled, right? So continue. Like I said, my calendar is open. I'm gonna unlink it from that particular site that it was being led to, and then reach out to me directly if you're trying to schedule a reading. But if there's anything like for instance, let's say you have a storefront. Let's say you have some kind of a storefront. Because mine was strictly just trying to figure out how I can adjust prices. Like that's what I was like, okay, I got other stuff that's going on for sure, and it's all good, but I'm also trying to adjust prices just because I watch the economy. I'm like, okay, it's a lot going on right now. And then we, just trying to feel, okay, snap, what was going on there, people just trying to adjust things right for people. So those of you all who know, y'all know. Anyway, let's see what else we have going on. So this is your strengths here. Your strength is that you've resolved something within yourself. In other words, you're no respecter of person. This is what you've resolved within yourself. You're both the high priest and high priestess. You've resolved something within yourself. And so, when I say you're no respecter of person and people assume that they have it where they can bully you out of something, like good luck with that. You're not the one. Yeah, so anyway, so here we have, what about the near future for you? What about the near future for my Aquarius? What about my near future for my Aquarius? Yeah, you're already winning. Yeah, things are rolling right along for you. You're already winning. Hashtag winning. What about the influences on my Aquarius? Influences on my Aquarius. So let's say you have a storefront and people were judging you by, let's say, what else could people judge you on? Let's say your hair color, or let's say the fact that this person has tattoos on their arms. Let's not even worry about sexuality. Let's say you have tattoos and people say, oh, this person, they got their body all tattooed up. And I saw this guy, oh my goodness. I saw this guy yesterday. He went into this high-end store. This is on Instagram. Y'all may have seen it. I don't. Anyway, but he was just talking about how him and his friends went into this high-end store and how they were treated in this really high-end store like criminals. Yeah, the devil card flipped out upside down. Yeah, you averted a tower. You averted a tower. That's it right there. You averted a tower. Yeah, influences on you. You're not worried about that. It's their loss. If somebody is trying to judge you based on an assumption, the devil in reverse is, like I said, you're not obsessed with anything or anybody. Yeah, that's why I flipped out in reverse. Some cards flipped out of my hand. Yeah, so those two came out upside down. Like you averted a tower. So like I said, you're out here winning. you're out here winning. What about hopes and fears? What about, no, that's the influences on you. Let's see. What about external and environmental influences? Yeah. This lets me know that people are secretly watching you. This is what this is. This lets me know that people are secretly watching you. You have groups of energies that are watching you, whether you have a storefront, whether you're online, whatever your platform is, whoever you are. It doesn't even really matter who you are, at work, whoever, wherever, right? And people have a difference of opinion, right? Some people thought you were chained to something, like you were just obsessed with something, chained, or people talking, like you just whatever. Who knows? Lustful, or because that's what the devil card is, restrictions, lust, or um, whatever. But anyway, so this is also like and then this tower here, you averted some kind of tower. I wouldn't even put too much energy into it for real. But anyway, here we have hopes and fears. What are your hopes and fears? Yeah. You're just going through a transition. You're taking your power back. You're learning how to take your power back. Whoever you are, you're learning how to take your power back. What's the outcome for my Aquarius? Yeah, that's the main thing too. I was trying to adjust the calendar here. I may go with another. Unless we can figure it out. Yeah, here we have the Page of Wands here. So, sending a message to someone. It just sends out a message. It inspires a whole lot of people. It inspires a whole lot of people. Let me see what we have here. Yeah. Like I said, you're the Hierophant and the High Priestess all wrapped up into one. Just you by yourself, because you have no respect or person. Right? You see things from a higher frequency. You know, how people, try to project, how people try to project this sort of type of an image, right? But you're still operating in a spirit of love. Again, no respect or person. You treat everybody the same way, whether they black, white, this religion, belief system, spirituality, whether they, whoever, or what, you just, like I said, across the board. So letting go. Everything is indeed out of control. God will hold it all. You can safely let go. Yeah. When Mercury is retrograde, it's pre-shadow retrograde right now. Just FYI. Whenever you hear people say, oh my God, Mercury is retrograde, those are the people who are misinformed, right? Misinformed. All right. Mercury is a personal planet, right? It's how we think, learn, and communicate. It's a personal planet. So the sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are personal planets. Obviously, sun and moon are not planets. They're luminaries. But it's a personal planet, right? And so Mercury is when you think about Mercury, you hear people say it's the messenger, like describes how we learn, how we perceive, how we communicate to others, our knowledge and perceptions of the world around us. It actually rules Gemini and Virgo. It rules the day of the week, Wednesday, the metal Mercury or Quicksilver, the colors, gray, multicolors. When you think about Mercury, think about language, communication, siblings, exchange, youth, education, learning, ideas, trade and commerce, thoughts, opinions, mind, factual memory. And then think about the many ways, many forms of communication, right? Think of the many forms of communication, right? Verbal, nonverbal, body language, gestures, written, text-based messages, visual images and graphics, listening, active receiving messages, interpersonal, face-to-face. So many different types of those are just kind of like just the main forms of communication, right? Think about how best ways you get messages across. Like some people, like I'm a music lover. I love listening to music. I love all genres of music. Literally, I love all genres of music. And but it's funny to me how people will communicate things through that. Let's say if a wife wants her husband to clean up the house more, she may sing the lyrics to a song louder. Like certain lyrics may come out louder when she's singing certain lyrics to a song. She wants him to clean up more. If she or or like if a writer to a movie script, when they're writing when a particular song comes in for a particular part of a movie, and that song comes in, right? Perfect for that part, that scene in the particular movie. If y'all start paying attention to movies, that kind of thing, right? It fits perfectly. Like when you think about the movie Boomerang, and that movie, Toni Braxton saying "Love should have brought you home last night," right? Which kind of, I want to say, maybe catapulted her career at the time. Those kind of things. Or like if y'all remember Peter Cetera, the songs that he sang back in the day. Those, I mean, just all those kind of things. Or just all the different songs that you hear that gets messages across. When Mercury is retrograde, that's a perfect time to learn something new. Like, get from around energies who like to use their creativity for evil, right? This is how you avert a tower. And get around people who want to use their creativity for good in terms of communication, okay? So people who want to link up with energies, this is what makes you the Hierophant and the High Priestess, right? People who are shady behind people's backs and talking about this, and this is what makes you win. This is what makes you win. This is a great time to learn how to play an instrument, right? Great time. Learn how to play an instrument. You see my long nails here, right? I was looking at my guitar the other day and I was like, This is a great time for you all to learn how to play an instrument. This is a great time for you all to learn how to, tap into a different genre of book, right? Listen to audiobooks, like discipline yourself, like learn how to do something different. Like, okay, let's fill your mind up with something different, right? Watch a different kind of a movie, right? Something different, right? Something different. Right. So again, this is a bonus video for you all. Bonus video for you all. But yeah, you can't be bullied out of something that you were born a star. You can't help it. You're no respecter of person. So any energies coming in, there's not your competition. I'm gonna say something that seems obvious. Look outside in the sky. The sky, and you'll see stars at night. Like they all serve a particular purpose. They're not competing with each other. They're lighting up the sky. You don't have to be around bullying energies like, oh, you could do a better job than they can. You got more views and visits. You got more subscribers than they do. You can take on that business, and you can take on you. If we talk about our kids are gay, or we can parade, if we talk about, we can parade, we got a hold on this community here, and we can just dominate, and we can just take. Only thing you're going to do is confuse people. If that's the case, all you're going to do is confuse people, because people know you for your brand as being this one thing. And then now you're talking about something else. And now people are like, okay. Oh, that's what they were. That's what kind of person they are. That's what kind of person they are. So they just all over the place. They just all over the place, right? That's the source of saying you could just let go. It's like somebody is all over the place. Somebody is like, this is like literally, is like somebody just doesn't know what to do. Either you doing this or you doing that, right? That would literally be like, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, this would literally be like me reading cards one day, and then the next day, me, whatever. Y'all fill in the blanks, right? So, we all have many gifts and talents, right? We all have many gifts and talents, right? So, there's a lot of things that's going on. In case you haven't noticed on social media, a lot of good things going on too. A lot of artists are rebranding and going out on the road. Lots of concerts for those music lovers. Lots of concerts. They're getting back out there on the road, which is nice. So yeah. All right, here we have prosperity. There's prosperity. Yeah, prosperity. But yeah. So yeah, you can't be bullied. You can't be bullied. there's a lot of people who really want to support whatever your brand is. Whatever, I don't know what your brand is, whoever you are, but people out here judging people and trying to bury people by being shady behind people's backs. That's not it. That's not it. It's never gonna be it. Let me see what else we got going on here. Yeah, so people are talking about somebody who was talking about you behind your back, Aquarius. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, somebody has a moon in Taurus. Somebody's now talking about their child who happens to be in that community. Wow. So yeah, you averted some kind of a tower because y'all have something in common. Y'all are both King of Swords, but they're around the wrong people, and they try to whoever you are, they try to bury you by being shady towards your child. So apparently they must have a lot of prosperity. They must have more money than you are. So you must be you're doing something. When people who have a whole lot more than you do, somebody has 3 times more than you do. Because you see the number 3 here, you see 3 people here. They have 3 times more than you do, like in the physical realm, and they trying to bully you. Wow. That's sad. Don't let pride get in your way. That is sad. Alrighty, that's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. But your light is shining very, very bright. Your light, whoever you are, your light is shining very bright. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're very nurturing energy. That's what the Chariot card is. And you see things from a higher frequency. You see things from a higher frequency. So I think this is it. Yeah, you and somebody averted a tower. You and somebody averted a tower. Source, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, whoever you are, you are all about collaborations, like getting together, working together. Oh well, like I said, you're not letting things get to you. You're just transitioning. You're just moving right on along. You're moving along, right? So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of concerts, a lot of artists that are rebranding, coming out, coming back out. So I don't know who your favorite artists are, wherever you are in the world. If your artists are, coming back out, with their music, or what do they call it, like remastering their music, there may be something that you can listen to. So here we have throat chakra, living your best life. That's right, live your best life on purpose. Live your best life on purpose. Yeah, live your best life on purpose. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with like who people are hanging out with. A lot of it has to do with a whole lot to do with who's hanging out with whom, right? That is what I have for you. So you got a lot of good news coming across your path. But like I said, you are the Hierophant and the High Priestess here, and your compassion is seen. It's felt. People feel your compassion. Again, continue being no respecter of person. You averted a tower, and you're not chained to. Like I said, you treat everybody's kids the same way. This is it. Across the board, you literally treat everybody's kids the same way. It doesn't really matter. right? So you would treat everybody's kids like they were your own. So whether you have kids or not, you would treat everybody's kids like your own. So, and that makes a difference. All right. Bye.